I had to take a big gulp before I spoke. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Divine Feminines, let's have a reading. Happy New Year. Here's to a happier year than last year. Things can only get better. Can only get better. We've got the Rider-Waite Tarot. We've got jumping cards. Oh, we've got our knight who's coming in after a very long time. Things can only get better. Now I found you. So someone's looking for you. Okay. They've been looking for you for quite a while. You've moulded them. I feel the energy of a plasticine. Clay. Play-doh. They're drenched in it. It's like you've moulded them into this being. It's interesting because it was a divine masculine that really moulded the divine feminine into her divine feminineness. That was kind of, that was part of the package. Okay, the divine feminine was moulded into the divine feminine through the journey wants to come out. So he's been through quite a journey as well. And normally I say that flame would be red coming out of his helmet there, but it's green. And I felt that was the heart chakra. So it feels like he's, the top part of his heart chakra has awokened. The upper heart chakra. He's standing on top of his heart that's now green. Anyway, okay. I don't know if I put these cards in reverse. Let's have a look. No, they're still up the right way. He's needing to make a decision. He's getting close to that time. Okay. I feel this masculine, because he's the Knight of Pentacles here, he's actually wondering now about the future. What does the future entail? What does the future hold? These cups here. I can see jewels, victory. The dragons and the towers. Of course, we're always going to have challenges, but these can all be overcome now. And then that's kind of like the bottom row here. But we need to look at this from a higher perspective. So I'm actually taken to the wisdom of the snake. That snake's golden. That would take me to what I was saying about how the divine feminine's grown through the journey. How these snakes are now turned golden. It's about learning lessons. Okay, I've got a cable that's just decided to kind of, but actually it's trapped under my foot. I'm standing on it. So they don't scare this feminine here. Oh, it feels like the Midas touch. Okay, you'll have the Midas touch, both of you. But we still have the greyness that's kind of coming in with the colouring of this masculine, but also worrying about towers and dragons. And it's kind of like there's no need to fear. You don't need to fear the snakes. But this masculine, he's kind of muffled. He's not really saying anything. So he's been keeping quiet. But I felt like that was all changing. Okay. So this masculine wants confirmation that he is going in the right direction. Things can only get better. And then it's kind of the energy is now it's time to find you. It feels the energy find you to tell you. Okay. It's like the cards, they want to show themselves, then they kind of flip themselves back over. But this is a stubborn energy here. But then we have a masculine who's contemplating sending a message. Now, he comes before the knight. So I feel like he's like giving himself his own knighthood. Okay. Being your biggest supporter. Interesting. I was going to say about being your own biggest supporter, but this is about being your biggest supporter, Divine Feminine. He needs to let you know that he supports you in what you stand for. Okay. This is recognition that's taken a long time to come. Interesting that there's 3 cups there on the floor that he's brooding over. This is about understanding if you brood too much like this, you're going to create self-fulfilling prophecies. And the dragons and the towers, a mutation, all seems to be real when it's just an illusion. So focusing more on your victory, on your inheritance, divine inheritance. Okay. So I feel this masculine's finding his worth. But he has been focusing, I felt the 3 cups were the 3 blue cups. Well, all the cups are golden. It's how you view the cups or what this masculine's been focusing on. Okay, so maybe time to have a look at the cup. Let's have a look at what's underneath. This masculine's going to come charging in. Oh, very interesting. He's coming charging in to tell you all the secrets. His flames like turn red now. So he has a strong desire to reveal all to you, Divine Feminine, what he's been keeping secret, and that is that he's been watching you. You're looking in the other direction here. This is the, this is the study. We can say it's the surveyor, and this is your energy of you know how to survey energy, information. You're very intelligent. This masculine's coming in. It feels like he's already been having like chats here, talking to the moon, trying to get to you, in hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too, or am I a fool who sits alone talking to the moon? Not just the moon, I feel this masculine talks to himself quite a lot. So he's building up his confidence here. Okay. You'll be receiving messages through the birds, Divine Feminine. You're just very connected here. There's this wind coming in. This is a masculine. But he's actually riding against the wind. So that's a very charged up masculine. I don't know if you can hear the birdies outside. I heard them at midnight as well. Well, before midnight. Oh, actually, it might have been after. I think it was about 1 o'clock. I heard the birdies. Outside the window. Oh, okay. King of Pentacles. This is a stable masculine. Look at this progression. The page becomes the knight and the knight becomes the king. Oh, I feel like after a night with you. Oh, okay. Silk Sonic. After last night, I think I'm in love with you. Okay, nice. Very nice progression now. I think we're finished with the tarot. Okay. Why would we be finished with the tarot? Because we would know what was going on. We wouldn't need the tarot to tell us what's happening. The world. Last card in the tarot. And I feel that the next is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. Okay, I'm not sure that's a tune to it, but hey. All will be revealed. It feels like we're doing this. It's beautiful progression. I mean, when I done the reading the other day, it came out with the 8, the 9, the 10 of Cups, with the Chariot stuck in there. But there was progression there. We got the Page, the Knight, and the King of Pentacles. Very much about you believing that you're worthy to actually have your hands on this. The energy of it being too good to be true. Listen, take the goodness. Just take it. It's godness. It's your inheritance. Your divine inheritance. So this is for you this lifetime. And then it's kind of like we get this cycle wrapped up and we move on to a new beginning. Where you get to write the script with the Creator. It's because you have very intimate contact now. And especially after the night. So there's something very much about sexual healing here. There's very much the energy of him coming forth to tell you how, well, magnificent you are. Wonderful, magnificent, beautiful. He's got a lot to say. Let's find out from the oracle. Should we go to the fairies? Let's go to the fairies. It's like the fairies are telltales. Okay, well, they like the divine feminine's lightness. So, protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. How about that then? Have a look at this. You're under fairy protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Feel like you have a really nice, clear, crisp energy, Divine Feminine. It's a great receiver. Let's read this card. Protection. The fairies of protection are forming a powerful fairy ring of light around you or someone close to you, providing the extra boost of protection that's needed right now. If you're especially sensitive or empathic, you might find yourself picking up vibes from places or people around you. These may include unpleasant vibes as well as good ones, and this is where the fairies of protection come in, because their ring of rainbow light acts as a protective shield from any unwanted energies. So if you're protected, Divine Feminine, when the Divine Masculine is in your essence, in your presence, in you, he's really into you, okay? He's protected too. That's his fear, is that he's not protected. It feels like he's waiting for something to backfire on him. But it's full steam ahead. Like, seriously. When we're physically open, we act as a beacon and can attract different types of energy. Some of these energies may be unwanted, so the fairies of protection remind you to use psychic protection when undertaking any kind of spiritual work or meditation, and will give you their own protection too. This card is also a reminder to make sure you're spiritually grounded, which can add an extra layer of psychic protection. A simple way to do this is to visualize a long tree root growing from the base of your spine and going deep down into the earth. The protection from a fairy ring of rainbow light can give you more confidence during your spiritual practice and meditation. So if you need an extra layer of spiritual security, ask the fairies of protection to provide it. The rainbow took me to the Rainbow Bridge and the Ten of Cups in the last reading. Well, a few days ago, that reading. The fairies might also be nudging you to protect someone else, spiritually or physically, but always ask permission before assisting anyone. It's important to remember that we all have free will and the right to choose whether or not we'd like any spiritual help. And that's why the Divine Masculine is coming in to let you know that he fully supports you in your spiritual practices. Feels like he needs to ask you. He has free will, and it's not to be pushed upon him, spirituality. It's like a gift that you're given, the awakening. And it's about being courageous enough to ask for help. The fairies might also, okay, we can read this again. The fairies might also be nudging you to protect someone else spiritually or physically, but always ask permission before assisting anyone. It's important to remember that we all have free will and the right to choose whether or not we'd like any spiritual help. I actually feel like the masculine's going to be coming in to ask you for your power to assist him. Very interesting. Okay, where do we go from here then? Let's get an angel prayer. There's very much energy. This is energy you're feeling very much safe in your space. Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine feels safe. He's just learning to trust that. Change and transition. Archangel Asriel. Thank you, Asriel, for leading me safely through this change. It's like they're trying not to be scared, but they are. You're going through some changes right now and you may not be enjoying them, but please be assured that they are for your highest good. Change is a natural process and we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so we can grow. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that the angels are supporting you through these changes. So again, this reading is speaking to the Divine Masculine. The expanded interpretation. Change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. Know that you are supported at this time and that the changes really are bringing blessings into your life. You may be faced with the feeling of fear and not knowing what the next stage is, but there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Allow yourself to let go and welcome the new and exciting energy life is bringing to you. Okay, Archangel Asriel. Asriel's name means he who helps God. He is the angel who guides us through the process of transition. With his phoenix-like energy, he helps us to rise from the ashes of our challenges to be reborn and positive again. He has a close link with mediums and is the angel who lovingly guides us to the other side at the time of our passing. He is strong but loving and supportive. Call on him to guide you through change in a peaceful and loving way. Takes me to paying that ferryman again. Okay, he's been paid. He's ready to take you through this transition. Okay, the power of love. Let's have a look at the power of love. Give me a chance to shuffle them. Okay, anytime now. Detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. And this will be the energy here. Detachment. I feel the Divine Feminines are in a very detached state of being anyway. Okay, let's read this. As an evolving soul, you are coming ever closer to utilising love in all the many facets of your being. When you can release past situations and hurts, you are not only giving yourself the freedom to progress on your path, but you are also liberating the other souls involved. By disengaging, You are letting the universe take away uncertainty, doubt, and regret. And when those negative emotions are gone, you have the power to replace them with hope, belief, and contentment. Detachment also assists in bringing you back to your center and creates a sense of calm and stillness. By being in this state of equilibrium, you are not making an admission of failure or giving in. This attitude is one of common sense and open-mindedness. In this state, it makes it much easier to evaluate life objectively with the realization that you are in charge of your own choices and destiny. On a daily basis, the universe will test you in order to bring you or force you to a neutral state in all things. When you are truly in this space, the everyday occurrences that you label good and bad don't have the impact they normally would because your mind is balanced and at peace. So it's bringing in about the Tower and the dragons, okay? When you are truly in this space, the everyday occurrences that you label good and bad don't have the impact they normally would because your mind is balanced and at peace. Remember, dear soul, you don't own any of it. You are just borrowing it for a short time. Wow, that's a good message. Rumi. Okay, we'll go to Rumi. There may be trouble ahead. Don't think like that. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, what are we going to do? Let's face the music and dance. Yeah, turn your back to all the drama. Put on some tunes and clear your energy with music. Let's face the music and dance. Dim, 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 dim. Can we have a final message from Rumi, please? This card here. Sacred Convergence. Number 11. Got a squeaky chair. Ooh. Card number 11. Half of the 22. Let's have a look. Low power mode. Right, let's get this message out then. Roaming around town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found, we have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. Interesting. In the middle of the circle. You can pick up the other signs. Okay, stop squeaking. How? Just take my curls off the page. How I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love is here for you now. So interesting. It's the unveiling here. Look no further for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love is here for you now. It is I who has sought you through the stirrings of your own heart. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret, yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all-encompassing. Behind every yearning always I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may be filled, that you may become so filled with the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, that your mind will fall away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silent, unending bliss. I told you he's really into you. I'm falling into you. Come to me. We are to be one now, in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. Ooh la la. Sacred convergence indicates the coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. You'll have a sense when this process is happening, there will be a coming together of you with like-minded souls who hail from all walks of life, and yet together, through some invisible genius, you will help each other. Listen to your favourite tune. You may simply be dancing in the same room, or singing in a group, attending a class or workshop, or just visiting the same beach or parkland, but at that moment there will be a sense of something coherent and nourishing happening at a far greater level. The trickle-down effect into your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level beyond being in the same space. You'll feel empowered to step forward on your path and love yourself with less conditions. You'll become freer to shed your fears. You'll become freer to shed your fears, let go of relationships based in fear and judgment, and open up to those more loving, responsive and inspiring to continue on your personal journey in increasingly profound ways. This oracle has come to you because you are part of a greater sacred convergence happening now. Perhaps you have already sensed its progression, or perhaps it will not be obvious to you, but the effect, whether obvious or subtle, will be important to your soul development and divine awakening. You are being asked to drop defences and barriers towards groups of people that feel good for you. However, those that dampen your spirits or drag you down are to be dispensed with, no matter what games of blame or manipulation they may play to keep you coming back for more. No, that shall not do for your soul growth now. Just step away. Turn towards those connections that feel nourishing to your soul, and learn to share yourself without fear. Just be. You do not have to force the planets to spin, nor the great cycles of the soul to happen. All that is required is that you show up for what is offered to you now. Do your part, take your steps. Dance, sing and be, and allow the gifts of sacred connection to change your world, for this is the spiritual gift presented to you now. This oracle comes with a special message. Perhaps you have been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation and fear. Perhaps you have already begun this process, or even shed so many you are fearing you might have over-pruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your truth is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. Whilst you learn to sustain that vibration within you until it cannot be rattled by any crisis or demand, you are wise to place yourself in more nourishing connections. If you want a plant to grow, why not give it the best soil and conditions in which to do so? Certainly, the plant of love can and will grow in the most inhospitable conditions, but it can be rather more joyful to grow in gentler, more nourishing conditions if possible. This oracle comes to you with guidance that the possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love within is in your power. You can choose each day, each moment. Just make a choice. Trust yourself, your discernment, and your intuition, and choose. You do not owe anyone anything. Repeat this law of karma. You only owe love the chance to grow. So let that be your guiding principle now, as you release the old and trust that even if your garden of relationship becomes sparse for a while, you have been cutting back unhealthy plants to allow for new life to flourish. It is only a matter of timing for the season of new life and growth to come again. And so it shall, bringing with it sacred convergence of souls on the path of love, your soul tribe, your soul family, your new tribe of those journeying upon the path of love. Hallelujah. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Right, I will catch up with you all soon. Another beautiful message there. Reassurance, I feel, for the Divine Masculine. Enjoy your New Year's Day, guys. And I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.